All right, good morning again, everybody. I've been explaining how to do some of these problems and when you need to use a quadratic formula and whatever. So, guys, please Zoom with me if you have questions. Zooming at 1:30 for anybody, the general population. But if you want a one-on-one Zoom, you can message me in Canvas, okay? I'm going to jump all the way down here to number 17. Now, I showed you how to do number 15. You do number 16 the same way. It's just that these equations are a little bit harder to solve than these equations. So if you don't know how to solve these equations, send me a message in Canvas. All right, guys. Solve by the square root method. Okay, first thing we do is get rid of the square root. So we take the square root of both sides. Second thing is when the square root and the two exponent cancel each other out, we're left with x minus 4 equals the square root of 28. Then finally we add 4 to both sides, so that 4 over here, this negative 4 over here becomes plus 4 on the other side. And this square root of 28, your calculator will simplify it, make it 2 square root of 7. Now after all that hard work, where is the mistake? Well, you could say that it's either in the third or fourth line, okay? I don't care where. Right here, we should have gotten plus or minus the square root of 28. Okay? So, the answer is x equals 4 plus or minus 2 square root of 7. Okay? So it says find the error, circle it, then solve it correctly. So, time for the highlighter to come out. Here's the correct solution. Okay? I'm going to do number 18, and then you get to do number 20, which is just like it. The zeros of the function mean the x-intercepts. Okay, so what are the x-intercepts of the function? So, I should probably write down here that that means x-intercept. Okay? I like to write ordered pairs, so negative 4, 0. Is this x-intercept or this solution or this 0, or it can also be called a root. And then 2, 0 is the one over here. So that's your answer. Negative 4, 0 and 2, 0. Those are the roots or the x-intercepts.
Attention teachers, there is a blue convertible parked behind the school and the windows are down. A blue convertible with the windows down. Thank you.
All right, guys, you can do number 20 on your own. I'm going to do another error analysis problem with you because this is a mistake that I think a lot of people are going to make. So the first thing I do is I multiply a times c and I get negative 12 right here. Good job. Then I do magic numbers, negative 12 and negative 4, and that gives me negative 6 and positive 2. So, boom, good job right here, negative 6 and positive 2. And then I split it into two separate equations, which is definitely one of my solving steps. And then I add 6 to both sides in this one. And I get 6. And I subtract 2 from both sides. And I get negative 2. But what did I forget to do? Right here, I forgot to divide the magic numbers by a. Remember, anytime you do this step right here, you have to come down here and divide the magic numbers by a. So, divide by 2, divide by 2. X minus 3 times x plus 1 equals 0. So my solutions are x equals 3 and x equals negative 1. There you go. All right. I'll do 21, you do 22. I'll do 23, you do 24. So there are three transformations here. The negative sign means that that it reflects over the x-axis. The 2 means that it stretches by a factor of 2. And the -6 means it moves right 6. So those are your 3 answers. All right. Write an equation. Okay, y equals x squared is our mama bear, our parent function. So we got to change this to have a shrink of 1/4. All right, multiplied by, guys, I don't need any parentheses because I'm not moving it left or right. So I'm just going to have x squared. I'm not going to have any parentheses. But I do shift it up 9, so that's going to be plus 9 for my k. Remember, the formula that you're using is y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. Since there's not a shift right or left, that h is 0, so I don't need the parentheses. It's just x squared. A becomes 1/4 because it's a shrink, and k becomes plus 9. So there's my answer to number 23. Okay. Just for kicks, what's the vertex? It is 0, 9 because h is 0 and k is 9. Okay. You do number 24. I'm at 6 minutes. I'm doing great. The vertex here, remember you change the sign of that number and you keep this number the same. So it's -8, -2. So the answer has to be D. And okay, when does the object change directions? So we have to find -b over 2a for that. Find the maximum height. That's gonna once I get the answer to a right here, I can plug the answer into here for t, and I'll get the answer to b. And if I want to find the object after 2.5 seconds, I'm going to put 2.5 in for t. And if I want to find it at 4.1 seconds, I put 4.1 in for t. So I'm going to pause the video real quick and do all that. Okay, guys, real quick. Again, I'm working on 27. I'm trying to answer these 4 questions, A, B, C, and D. Okay? Now, I'm going to bring over my paper here where I've already worked it out. Here's the equation. Okay? To find the where the object changes direction, that means I'm trying to find the vertex. So I need to do -b over 2a. I plug in these numbers, a and b, and I get this expression, which equals 3 seconds. So that's when the object changes directions. Now, I need to plug 3 seconds into this equation, which I did down here. And so when I type this all in my calculator, I get 304 feet above the ground after 3 seconds. Okay? Where's the height? What is the height of the object? What is it, a ball? An object. It just says an object. After 2.5 seconds, well, I'll plug in 2.5 and I get 300 feet above the ground. Sorry, I left off my units. Or where is it after 4.1 seconds? It's approximately 285 feet above the ground. It was 284 in a decimal, so I rounded that up to 285. Okay? So I'm just plugging in different values of x into the equation wherever the x is. And yes, I changed my t to an x just because I like that better. Now, real quick, I want to show you what this looks like in Desmos, okay? Here's something really cool. So I graphed the function. Here it is. There's my vertex. After 3 seconds, the maximum height is 304 feet. Here's a cool thing. Come over here to Desmos and click on this plus sign and change it to a table. Oops, nope, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry. I want to change this to a table. Nope, it didn't work. Hold on. It's going to work in a second. Oh, right here. So let me do this. I click on this little gear shift right here. Everybody see that? And then I click table, and it gives me a table of values. And you could see if I want 3, it'll give me 304. But if I want 2.5, it'll give me the answer for where it is after 2.5 seconds. It'll put it right there, I think. Yep. And if I want 4.1, 284.6, so I make that right there, 285. So again, all you have to do is do the gear shift thing and undo it if you want to go back to the original equation, okay? But the gear shift will create the table for you right there. Convert to table. And then you can type in whatever numbers you want down here. So replay that as many times as you want. Hopefully that's helpful to you. You're welcome to use that during your assessment. So now I really expect that you can do number 28 now, and I think you can do 29 now based on everything I just showed you about 27. So that should allow you to do 28 and 29. So I'm done. Finish the rest of your study guide. Don't just do the problems that I did. I'll post the answer key tomorrow. Okay? I love you guys. Work hard. Enjoy your break. Watch the instructions on the test because I'm going to have you submit the work on 5 of your questions. And if you don't submit the work, you don't get credit for those 5 questions. Okay?